Cue the lights. Hey, howdy, hello. Welcome back. And welcome to those who might be their first time here. Can you guys see me? It's a little dark. Let me add a little key. Hey, another day, another unboxing. Needless to say, the VC is an amazing community full of vinyl and music nerds who love to share and talk about their stuff, which is great. My channel's a little bit different because not only do we talk about music and unboxing, but we do the real test, the deep dives, the vinyl shootouts. We talk about the basics too. Sometimes the audiophile community and some, insular parts of the community tend to stick to themselves. I want to reach out to everybody and talk about the beautiful things that we love, music communities and vinyl communities, and showcase some of the amazing artists. Are you kidding me? There's so many great artists that really do deserve more recognition. We want to be on the cutting edge. So we're going to unbox 2 boxes today. One, I'm very excited because I'm going to give it a play test and add it straight to my shelf. The other one, a little bit of a disappointment because I've already spun the stream. So let's get into it. Oh boy. All right. You want the good news or the bad news first? Let's do the bad news. It don't necessarily be bad news considering it got pretty rave reviews. Yes, we have Lana Del Rey, Lana Del Rio, Lini Del Ruru. I don't know. This is her new album for 2023. Did you know there's a tunnel under Ocean Avenue? No, I didn't. But now that I do, and now that I see it's kind of mid, I don't know if I'm going to keep this. Funny though, this dropped on the web store was one of the first ones to sell out. There were like 4 or 5 variants that dropped, all exclusive and all quote unquote limited to whatever. Definitely wasn't limited to very many because it sold out the first stock of maybe 10,000 and then restocked another 15,000. I'm guesstimating the numbers. Thousands upon thousands. I was looking forward to this. Gave it a spin the night it came out. Few standout tracks, few standout moments. And then some rambling and some long-windedness that really didn't blow me away. Like albums that I love, like Ultraviolence up there on the shelf. Or I enjoyed Lust for Life. I enjoyed elements of Honeymoon. I enjoyed elements of NFR and Blue Banisters even. And this is my least favorite. So that's kind of sad. This will go to somebody. It's a really cool white variant of it. I'm not even going to open it. However, we did get some really cool stuff that, for one thing, had been on my want list for a long time, and a new pressing of something that was recently announced as a vinyl exclusive from a very popular band where, who, if you look at my shelf beside me, you may have figured out, oops, that might be, but it looks like, all right. I love getting record stores, local record shops, stickers. I'm going to definitely put this up on the wall. We also have vinyl. Check this out, The Smile. Europe live recordings. Talked about it in my top 100 songs of 2022 video.
This one, I didn't like it first. But you know what it did do at first? It entranced me. And then I came back to it, and it keeps entrancing me. That's Panavision by The Smile. The most intricate, hypnotic, and Radiohead has written a lot of those. But, well, Tom York. But, yeah. I'm just hypnotic. I'm hypnotic thinking about it. All right, let's move on.
But the Smiles album did not mesmerize me at first, but definitely grew on me later. Excited to have this vinyl exclusive. It's a 12-inch EP. Not even exactly sure if some of these songs were only performed live and not on the album. Recognize a couple of the songs from the album. But some of these, Feeling Pulled Apart by Horses, I have no idea what that is. Love the album art too. Excited to give that one a spin. I'm going to give that one a spin very soon. And Pop Diva was on The Voice, Miss Melanie Martinez. Was talking about his sister trying to figure out who was the most famous person from The Voice. Any of y'all know? So this is, I wanted a really good pressing of this. I wanted a cool limited variant and a great sounding pressing. That's what I always go for. Weird that the hype stickers kind of placed like that. This is the European import of her first album, Crybaby. Songs that blew me away in 2017 and have only grown on me since. Really interesting, thick, book-like gatefold with good detail put in that into the quality. So we'll crack both of these open now. I think I'm going to give the Smile a spin first. Get out our audiophile quality pocket knife. This is just a basic pocket knife I've had since I was 7. But it does sound pretty good, right? Listen to that. Woo! Ooh, did I just tear this? I always feel like I'm destroying the record when I'm so scared. There we go. All right. Yeah, first song, the opposite. Recognize it from the album. Love this live version. Really loud, dynamic. Playing in the background, but I want to talk a little bit about the sleeves that I use, and whether you're a newer to vinyl or have collected for years, you need to have a good solution for protecting your jackets, your beautiful works of art that you put so much money into. So this company, Vinyl Storage Solutions, I always link them just because I love them. Talk about them all the time. I'm not sponsored. I just love what he's doing. Other channels have talked about them as well. Big names, Channel 33 and some of the other ones. Slide it in with the sealed pocket, and then you have the dual pocket. Put the record or whatever else you want to in there. If you want to seal up the record, you can. Or put the jacket in the second pocket. Just because I play stuff so often, I tend to put the jacket in the sealed side. Now that's not going anywhere, and I have easy access to the record when I want it. Love it. Protects it from, sometimes you get some unnecessary wear from not being stored in a sleeve, or if your sleeves are not good and maybe non-transparent all the way through, you can't see the beautiful art. I love the fact that these are crystal clear, archival ready. They're brilliant. Ready for the shelf. It's ready for shipping as well. It's important to me to put everything I own into a sleeve, and if it's worthy of my shelf, it's worthy of a sleeve. Yeah, wait a second. I haven't heard this before. Looked at the vinyl disc too, and they're really clean from the factory, which is rare. And the fact that it was in a paper printed inner doesn't help it much at all. But I'm going to give it a wet clean like I always do, and then it'll go into a new poly-lined inner sleeve, or perhaps 2. The thicker, the better with these things. More protection on the jacket, more layers between, more things that prevent damage. Make sure these are clean as well. It's amazing over time, too, the past couple of years, how much a difference it's made doing it this way versus, the default inners and outers that come with it. I totally forgot the backlight. Much better. So yeah, I just started side B first. Of course, I didn't look at the label. Why can't these companies just print a giant B on the label so that I know which side is which? No, that's just funny. I have a live recording of Radiohead's I Might Be Wrong, Kid A, Amnesiac era, which Tom York was a part of. Let me show you that. I talked about it in my haul when I got the mint Tyler, the Creator, Igor limited edition variant at my local shop, but I also snagged this, which is I Might Be Wrong live recordings from, like I said, Kid A, Amnesiac era. Sounds amazing on both. Maybe a slight edge to the UK, just slight. It's very slight. Not very noticeable unless you're blasting it, to be honest. And the UK variants go for twice as much over here in the US. What I was saying is the Smile record feels a lot like in sound, but also in flow, kind of like the I Might Be Wrong live recordings, which I absolutely love. So this might be sticking around for a while because I do love this. They add a little bit more energy that was lacking in perhaps the LP version. Not to say that the LP was bad. I love the fact that it was a little bit laid back and low key, but the energy on this is shining through really nicely. And I have to say, it is cut really hot, which is awesome, and no distortion or weird stuff, but it is like going into the orange constantly, whereas I normally play back at a level that's barely going in the orange at all. So, hey, cool. Something I noticed, at least. Cool, that's what I noticed right there is track listing. Those are the ones you get from the album on the left. Oh, and the same too, the first track. So 5 out of the 6, you're getting the bonus Feeling Pulled Apart by Horses. Love it. I think it's time to open Melanie Martinez. Let's go. I'm going to do something blasphemous. So I'm going to put this in front of the Dark Side of the Moon. Yeah. Sorry, Dark Side. Let's dive into Melanie. I love that there's a really cool hype sticker, the 75th anniversary of the record with the Atlantic and a cool Melanie Martinez heart hype sticker. So, oh, and a stickered barcode over the barcode. So in order to preserve all of that, just to make sure it is what it is, I will be saving this and sticking it in the record later. That's cool. Girl with a giant knife and a teddy bear. Disc 1 in a pink sleeve. Squeeze the edges because it's static. And there it is, the blue. I'll open it up. Let's give it a spin, side A. As I'm spinning it, I'll show you this. I get, for the gatefold, since it does open up nice and wide, I will put it in 2 dual pocket sleeves. 1 for each fold of the jacket and 1 to store both disc 2. I'm gonna go ahead and inspect it for flaws too. Super clean. Yeah. Gonna add another light. It looks great. In the meantime, I'll throw it in a poly inner since it's better for it than these beautiful but very staticky, very papery sleeves. We'll put it in something safe. I love these. They're really cheap from Vinyl Storage Solutions because they're a good first layer. And they're form fit for vinyl, which is awesome. How is this? Yeah, we got a little booklet too. Check this out. I don't know if this is exclusive to the European version. Probably not. And they put a ton of work into these illustrations. Amazing. Nice glossy and thick. That almost deserves its own multifunctional sleeve for protection. But in this case, I'm going to use it as a stiffener to kind of add some thickness to this to the jacket so that it holds up. Nice and wide spine for comparison. And this European jacket is very form fit into this, which is great, but if it's too tight, it's going to risk a little bit of jacket warping. Another thing I noticed is it's open pocket design. This is open and this is open, split open on both sides. Cool inside spread too. Love the inside spread. I am actually a little worried because it's so thick with no support inside that it might start warping. So I already have these cut up, but you can cut these up yourself, just some cardboard squares to kind of stiffen it up. I think the main thing is like, you'll notice that the spine, the edge of the spine will... Might as well say something about this too. It's getting a tad stuck on the spindle in the middle, so we take a center hole reamer. This one's from Stable 33 in Canada. We just stick it in the middle. Give it a couple turns. Yeah, you'll feel it just a little bit come off the middle. That's all you need. Back on. Loving the sound of this record so far. Side B, here we go. I'll take this moment as a self-teaching opportunity, you know. As amazing as these sleeves are, you got to be careful on it. This just fell off the shelf. You just saw it right there. This split, if this record wasn't protected and it went out there, that's a scratch. That's a scuff. That's a ding. All kinds of stuff. I can't have this, so... And it is really strong. Oh. Yeah, this is now going in a new sleeve. That's going to be the weakness of any of these outer sleeves, the edges. So be aware that that can happen and change them out when necessary. I noticed something even even more of an issue. What on earth is this? This is another teaching moment for me in that I don't know what the heck this is. That looks like a giant bubble. I'll get you a close-up on that can. The label is straight up bubbled. I'm going to have to investigate how and why that happens. Oh yeah, this is my jam. Excellent record. All pop for the ages. Now, I want to talk about one other thing of Crybaby too, because I noticed some people talking about the fact that the jacket itself is a little wide. Quick solution if you are concerned with that. You know, what if you do have something that's not quite fitting properly? Let me show you. One in each of the pockets. All right, so we got a jacket. This happened to fit in the standard vinyl storage solution sleeves, but you want to look at options for different outer and inner sleeves. Well, vinylstoragesolutions.ca, right off the bat on page 1 here, they have outer sleeves. You know, somebody in the Melanie Martinez discogs listing said, how are y'all storing it? Because it's literally really, really thick, gatefold, almost as wide as another box set. It's really big. You can Google this Spin Care outer sleeve. There's a lot of these, but at the same price point, you can get something that's crystal clear outer, cast polypropylene, CPP. It's the highest quality. And it's available to US and Canada really accessibly. So, you know, if I wanted to sort by, let's say, you know, 12.75 or 13, you could hit that, and then you'd have a selection here to put with the dual pocket and 4 mil, super thick, super strong. And if you wanted something that was even more cushion, you could do the 13-inch. Now, you can buy them individually or in a 25 pack, and I have these because these really thick King Gizzard packages with these outer sleeves are no question high quality, but it created a problem when I was trying to find an outer sleeve that could fit both. So now that's in the oversized with the records in the pocket. That's how I do it. And I love it. I love it. This gives me easy access to the vinyl and protection for ages. But guys, I'm actually going to continue the video and talk about some amazing vinyl restocks. But if you need to go ahead and go, absolutely. And we'll see you very, very soon because I have vinyl shootouts. Oh my goodness, a whole shelf of vinyl shootouts coming very, very soon as I keep spinning them and you keep grooving your way.